guys may have seen, we have started setting up for one of the shows that I was going to be attending this year. This is the van I'm staying in for the weekend, and I'm going to show you guys some materials and some stuff in this van. This video would not be possible without the sponsor today, which is Asus, am I saying that right? The RTAX57 Go, which is a router by Asus. We're going to actually give you another little bit of tidbit information about Asus later on in this video, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. But this router is phenomenal. I have it right here in their carrying case, but boom, it's small. It's really small. It's really versatile. Has a stand. Let me back this up a little bit. Has a stand if I wanted to put it into said stand. Boom. There it is. Point the camera down just a little bit. There we go. There's a power cord and a USB-C as well to plug this for everybody that is a digital nomad, a traveler of any sort. For somebody like me that goes from van to van and doesn't know where I'm going to be on my next, work trip. Maybe I'm flying. Maybe I'm taking a van out. Maybe I'm taking my own truck camper out because I'm building out a truck camper. So there's a various different, reasons for this. I can actually even use this in my house. Why would you want to use it in your house? You want to add a level of security. There's AI protection in here against any unwanted hackers, I guess you could say. It's the best way to put it. But the router is also a Wi-Fi extender, so I could actually take my phone and I could hook this right up to it, and I can now use my hotspot as a tether, right? I also have somewhere in here, I'm still kind of unpacking stuff so I can move into the van for the weekend. Oh, do you think? It's Taya, everybody.
Hi.
Taya is the rock behind all of the Sanivan event promotions, sales, everything. If you call Sanivans, you're going to get Taya on the phone. So just to finish up this information about the router, we're going to use it later. Why we're going to be using it this weekend is because we actually have an iPad, right? We have an iPad.
Yes, we do.
And the iPad links directly with the sales team of Sanivan. So we needed internet, and instead of using our hotspot phones, I actually have a device that I can now link up to this. Now we're out in public. There are, I don't know, 200 vendors here, and it's open to the public. So having this on-the-go router by Asus, it gives us that extra AI protection security level. Again, use it in that regard. You can use it if you go into a place that has public Wi-Fi, which a lot of us van lifers, I was full-time van life for 3.5 years. A lot of us van lifers use public Wi-Fi, whether it's a coffee shop, a library, a bar, maybe a Whole Foods, Planet Fitness. All those places I just mentioned have public Wi-Fi. McDonald's has public Wi-Fi, and we can now use this, and again, as a public Wi-Fi service, anybody can get into it. And then if you put your information online, you can actually, if you're good at it, which I'm not, but you can actually steal information from somebody. So having an extra AI protection software built in with no subscription service is a huge benefit. And then you can plug in Ethernet directly into the side of that and actually use it into your house. So when I'm not traveling and I'm in my apartment, I can absolutely use this and just plug it right in, and this is my router. So, and look how small it is. I mean, the thing is tiny. All right, guys, Glacier wants to say hi. There she is. Hi, sweetheart. My allergies are absolutely killing me. So we're gonna finish setting up, and stay tuned later on because we're gonna talk a little bit more about this. We're gonna show it in action. I have another product from Asus that's gonna actually just blow everybody's mind out of the water, especially for somebody that is a digital creator on the road, on the go all the time. I'm just gonna say this: it sucks working with a 13-inch screen, and I always, because I'm editing all my own stuff for the most part, it's really hard to get work done. So if I didn't give that away just now.
Hi.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Can I show off the van just real quick?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. These guys are Novo. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Novo.
Novo. Okay, so they build on a ProMaster chassis, and I've actually only been in their vans, I think, one other time. A little bit of materials, a little bit. This is so cool. They have a nice little step up right here. It looks like they have heating ducting down here. I will find out, but it looks like they have a S-bar heater that is tapped into the existing tank. This is a 20, this is brand new. This has got to be a 24 or 25 Pro Master. Let's see here. This looks like it's a laminated bamboo ply. As you guys can tell, this is the bamboo, and then this is a laminate on top of it. Probably a Wilson art or a Phoenix. I can find out for you guys. Curves here. I mean, this is really well done. Some of this stuff I haven't seen before. That is a really nice pantry. Now everything here is Baltic birch. This is what I mean by devil in the details. Baltic birch, 1/2 inch, 7-9 layer ply, whatever you want to call it. Thetford toilet, the cassette style toilet. Love this toilet. The goes out the outside, so you can actually take like a container of your waste and dump it into a public toilet if need be. This van is really well done. This van is very, very, very well done. Looks like all the surfaces are laminated. This is going to be a Wilson art. So we got Victron. We're killing it here with that. I don't know. I'll find out though. That might be using a Timberline. Hey, what heaters do you guys use?
Here, Rixon's.
Oh, it is a Rixon.
Yeah.
Are you using the floor as well?
No.
Just the hydronic? So you have a Rixon heater.
Yep.
Which air conditioner? You got, they get the RTX right there.
Yep.
I want to do a full tour. I'm going to do a full tour with you guys, but yeah, I just wanted to show this off real quick. This isn't the super high though.
No.
You didn't bring one?
Not this week.
So they have the only ProMaster chassis?
Only ProMaster.
Okay, so they're only doing ProMaster chassis, right? Based out of Las Vegas, by the way. And the ProMaster just came out in 24, I think, with the super high?
Yes.
So it is how much higher?
It's like 10 inches taller.
Yeah.
It's 7 feet interior.
And why that's beneficial is because in their back, they actually have an elevating bed system that you can almost walk underneath.
Yeah.
Very close.
I mean, like, you and I could probably walk underneath it.
I could. I didn't want to say that on camera, but I think I could. I don't know what you do. You're taller than me. What's the starting price on the one I'm sitting in right now?
The Light, 154.
This is called the Light?
Yeah, the Novo Light. Base comes with 660 amp hours, lithium, lithionics.
You guys use lithionics too?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah. All the other components are Victron. So
Okay.
you have converter, 60 amp DC to DC charger.
And you're doing a 154, you said?
Yeah.
And then the super highs, if I remember correctly, is 178.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Pop, which is identical layout with the exception of this seat is actually it's a bench seat with 2 3-point seat belts.
Okay.
And then there's obviously the cutout Pop top, so it's good for the small families.
Sure.
Yeah.
And what's that start at?
165.
Okay. Do you do suspension upgrades?
No.
Okay.
We do tires.
Tires and wheels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try not to mess with
Because you have a lot of weight in here.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I will say, by looking at these, they don't look like they're sagging in the back. So maybe I am wrong that it's not as much weight as I thought it was. Maybe they're building their carcasses out of something else. Do you know what the carcasses are built out of? Are you just a rep then?
No. So my company's off grid, and so we partnered with Novo.
Okay.
To create a rental platform just for Novo owners.
Oh.
So now we're able to.
Where are you based out of?
Finance it based out of LA, but we're doing it in a rental platform. You can be an owner all over the country, list it.
So you can only be a
Just
Novo owner.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you're called Off Grid. That's the name of your company.
Off grid, yeah. Off grid travel.
Check out Novo. Now check out Off Grid if you own a Nuvo.
Yeah.
Or you can maybe even go buy a Nuvo and then sign up with you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, let's go back to my van. I said I wanted to talk about this. Let me talk about the Asus portable screen because I think that's a game changer in the digital nomad world. I could be out in the woods. I could be in a city in a Walmart parking lot. I could be really anywhere with the current setup I have thanks to Asus. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But I just set up their portable Zen screen. It's the Zen screen MB16 AHG. Really know what all of those numbers and letters mean, but I believe the 16 is the 16-inch screen. I'm editing on this side, and I have the Asus 16-inch screen over here. This thing is portable. I plugged it in with just a USB-C cable, and it plugs right in to my computer. Okay, that is it. Now, it does also have you can see right here on the side, it does have a HDMI, it's mini HDMI, so I could hook this up to other screens if need be. A toggle switch right down here if I want to have menu and just everything else, volume. The best part about all of this is linked up with the router over there. I now have internet and secure internet, because if I am out in the wilderness and there's other people around me, like the van next to me, they could be trying to hack into my system. Not with the Asus router that is the on-the-go router that we have, but which you already talked about. We already talked about that AI protection. It's phenomenal. For anybody that is like an editor or works with like Photoshop or just, you know, editing video or photo or whatever, you know, having a multi-screen is the best thing ever. If you are a entrepreneur and you just have multiple things going on, it's nice to just literally slide, you know, this screen to this screen and just have it seamlessly work with each other, especially when I only have a 13-inch MacBook. And listen, because I'm traveling, because I'm in a van, because I'm tiny living inside of this space, you know, less is more. So I can't have like my big, massive, you know, desktop computer here. Carry my little mini MacBook or whatever, and now I can carry the screen as well, that, as you saw, folds up quite nicely into my camera bag right there. I now can fit everything in the camera bag, travel with internet, and I can have an extra screen, so I can now edit a lot smoother. I'm gonna spend the next couple hours editing this video that I'm, you know, been working on, and it'll be coming out soon, probably actually before this video. And then I'm gonna take the card out of the camera, upload that footage onto the computer, and I'll be editing for the next several hours. So it's going to be a night full of editing. And then I have to upload, but again, I have that internet. Right now, it's working with my hotspot. I was supposed to meet up with my friend that has a Starlink, and I could have actually linked into the Starlink if needed. I don't have that. I don't have that luxury this time around, but you can do that. Just to let everybody know. If I haven't said it, make sure you click the links to all the Asus products that I have below. I'm gonna have a link for the router for everybody, and I'm gonna have a link for the Zen screen right here. So make sure you check out the description below, and the links will be provided for you. And definitely you guys are going to pick this up, especially if you're a van lifer. I know earlier I said I was going to talk a little bit about materials, and I was going to do a little bit of compare and contrasting from like the van we just saw to the van that I have been staying in. The van that I collaborated with Sandy Vans to have them build out so they can use that as their show van. The van that we're sitting in right now, in comparison, like you guys already saw that other van, this van is retailing for $169,000. I did a full-on video with the Sandy Van CEO of the price breakdown on how they do it with customer by customer, and etc. Just to give you a little bit of a reference point, like these lighting, this is a custom lighting. This is a full bamboo ceiling. It's 1/4-inch bamboo. We talked about bamboo already, on how durable and how, you know, of hardwood it is. And then you have all this epoxy in here too. And on top of all that, you have all the lighting that goes into it, all the soldering of all the wires, all the connecting of all the wires, putting it all together. And I mean, Stolp is an absolute master and genius. Talking about their, you know, laminates. This is, I believe, a Wilson art, and they're very open about that. They're very open about saying what they use. They have a CNC machine that cuts everything to the millimeter pretty much. Bamboo here. They have bamboo countertops. You know, obviously the built-in induction. Remember if we saw cooking apparatus in the other van that we were in, but I'm sure we did. If you guys follow me long enough, then you would know that I do like to point out flaws. This isn't a flaw by any means. This is a standard what can happen on the road with wear and tear, or maybe going down bumpy roads, and eventually things like this happen. So every one of their drawers has like a little clip right here, right? And that's very standard. I use these all the time. They're a catch latch, right? It's one of those things that we, like, a lot of us will use, but man, it's such a pain in the butt. Because this little thing right here can break very easily. And I've broken like 3 or 4 of them, and it's, you know, I just have a couple lying around just in case that does happen again. Take a screwdriver and then just replace it, and it's really easy. But they had one while they were driving up the van to come and meet me. Unfortunately, they had one that broke. So, you know, while I drive it around, again, I was stationary at this event all weekend, so it didn't matter. But while I drive it around, I just kind of tape the front off, and then when I get to the location I'm going to be camping at, or I need to access this drawer or this drawer, then I just rip off the tape and I can retape it if I end up moving again. But I have moved, the van, and this stays closed. It's not like I'm going to deduct points off of their build quality, and it's because that little plastic catch, it happens. Anybody that has lived in a van, I can guarantee you, will say, yep, I broke one of those. Then why don't you use the other, like, push button latches? Listen, everything can break. The reason why I like these latches is because they're so easily accessible, and it's a quick little fix. Sometimes if you use one of those like push buttons like we saw in the other one, I don't know where they source that from. I don't know how many extras they're lying around. I don't know if you're on the road and you break one. I don't know if you can get one easily, or if you have to go back through the company and get it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like these, I can just order this off Amazon, and yeah, it sucks. Like I broke my damn latch, but it's a lot better than having to contact. What if it's a Saturday? You'd have to wait until Monday to contact the company, and then the company's gonna have to order you another one. Then they have to mail it to you. So that's my point of like, let's make it a little easier for us in the end as a user than having to go through the company and order like a specialty part. I guess my point to that is the builders that are like, we want to make everything in the van that we're giving to you, especially if it's $100 and some odd $1,000 price tag. We want to make it not only accessible but serviceable, quality product, like the bamboo and Baltic birch, but not just that, but like, for example, I know these guys because I know them. Their carcasses, right? Like their cabinets, like the way that they're built with a light or ply. I know they don't use Garnica, they use a different type of wood, but Garnica, I've said this before in other videos, is a light plywood. I believe it's a poplar core with like foaming. I don't know, but it's very structurally sound, and it's 30% lighter than your standard birch plywood. Not Baltic birch plywood, birch plywood, because Baltic birch is even heavier. Don't need to go there, but you guys get my point. The event, the expo, is now over and done with. I got Glacier out here with me, and we got a big open field, so we're going to take advantage of it right now. We got a couple stragglers still here, got a couple vans behind me, but this is the size of the expo. This was all filled with vans over the whole weekend, so like I've said in many other videos, get a chance to come out here, it's definitely worth it, where you can go out and enjoy and see the vans that you see online in person, and see what is worth or what isn't. I've got the van obviously for another day or two. I have, I think, 2 videos that I need to kind of get uploaded and I need to edit, so I'm going to actually edit a video tonight. I'm going to show you guys that process. But I have this really cool new screen from Asus, hope I'm saying that correctly, that I want to show you guys, because it is a digital nomad's dream come true when it comes to, look at this girl, when it comes to working on the road, because I get to hook it right up to my laptop. So let me go grab that. Let me show you guys what I do. I'll show you guys my editing setup, and then I'm going to use the Asus on-the-go router that I showed you guys earlier, and we're going to upload a couple videos. We're going to get some emails done. We're going to get some work done, because I've been at this expo all weekend. I haven't had a chance to like sit down and actually get work done. I got like 400 emails in my inbox, so gotta get to that, and I gotta get the merch up online for everybody as well. So make sure you check all that good stuff out. I'm over in Taya's van. What up, Taya?
What up?
Our friend Lauren's in from out of town.
Hi.
Australia. A couple Australians. Taya, you stayed in this van all weekend.
Sure have.
Are you tired?
Show, yeah, but not from the van.
Yeah, I mean, it's from the show.
From the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is the show life for you?
I mean, it's fun. It's great waking up in a field every day with all the other vendors, but it's a lot of talking. You crack the door, people are like, "Oh, you're up? Can I come in and check it out? Can I see this?" And you're like, "Whoa, I haven't even had a coffee yet."
No, you are. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you I was doing this, by the way. I'm so sorry. I just threw a camera in your face. You were an avid van lifer all throughout Australia.
twice through Australia, once through New Zealand, once in England, across Europe twice, and then in Canada.
What is the hardest country to be a van lifer in?
England.
Really?
Yeah. One, it's usually very cold and rainy most of the time, so you can find in the van a lot. And they just don't have a lot of facilities. Like Australia, there's like showers all around the coast, there's taps everywhere, but just trying to find water to like fill the van was like really difficult. I went to a lot of pubs and pleaded damsel in distress. and people were kind and helpful, but usually I'm more self-sufficient in every other country.
With Australia, the creatures are trying to kill you a lot more than anywhere else.
Yeah, but I'm used to that, so I'm vigilant. I know to tap my shoes in the morning before putting them on. And
Scorpions?
yeah, just make sure there's no spiders, scorpions, or snakes, whatever could have crawled in there in the night. So
I've already asked you some of these questions, but I want my audience to know.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing to eat? Lauren, you can answer too.
No.
yeah, it's kangaroo. Sorry guys, it's my favorite meat.
I did not know that you could even eat kangaroo.
Yeah.
But there's like different breeds or species of roo?
There's a few. There's a couple huge.
And you don't mess with the red kangaroos.
God, no.
Yeah, you don't eat them.
They'll mess you up.
Yeah.
No,
No.
you don't eat those.
We also found out that I think you're the only country that eats your country's animal.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
And their other country animal is an emu. Which, by the way, if you guys want a good laugh, you could Google the emu wars.
Yeah.
Is it the emu wars?
Yeah.
The emu wars in Australia, and just look at who won. Lauren, how are you liking the States so far?
It's cool.
Yeah. You've lived in Canada.
I have, yes.
You've lived in, now I guess you traveled the States a little bit, very little.
Very little.
And you've lived in like 17 different places in Australia.
Like 3, but
Okay,
yeah.
3.
Well, Lauren van lifes as well. We travelled around in Canada together, and she's just done a massive trip around Australia in her troopy. So.
I also just found out that there's like 2 highways pretty much there's one that goes all the way across Australia and the one that goes up and down through Australia. If you guys don't know this, Australia is pretty much the size of the continental 48 states, right? It's around there.
Pretty big, yeah.
It's pretty damn big, right?
Oh yeah.
And Perth is on which is where you live, Lauren. Perth is on the far west coast.
Yes.
And Sydney's on the far east coast. And there's one highway that connects it all the way across.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
and there's
one
nothing
straight-
there.
Yeah, and one straight up from Adelaide up to Darwin is just the Stuart Highway, and that's just one dead straight road with no turn-offs.
And Tay, you grew up smack dab in the middle.
yeah, in Alice Springs.
Alice Springs?
Alice Springs.
Yeah, whereas, by the way, I'm arachnophobic, so the huntsmans are like the size of my head.
Yeah.
And she has pictures, and I refuse to see them. Although you showed me a picture of what was that?
That was an orb spider.
An orb spider?
But you should see a picture of Henry. That's our pet huntsman.
Do you have it on your phone? Can we show the camera?
Yeah, let's see. Might take me a second to find.
I did ask Taya this morning that has she ever driven? Have you driven it too or no?
We've both done the Stuart Highway from bottom to top.
Bottom to top. Have you gone across?
I haven't gone across, no.
You've gone across.
I've
Taya's gone across.
When I was a kid, though, that was like a 4-day crossing.
4-day?
Yeah, across.
This is why I'm never gonna live in Australia, guys. I'm sorry. And mostly I'm not gonna live in Australia because I am arachnophobic, and I also freak out. I don't mind snakes, but I don't want a brown snake to be like just chilling, you know.
Yeah, well, they're aggressive too, so they'll come at you. You know.
Oh, brown snakes will come after
they'll
me.
turn and they'll charge at you, and then.
But they're not big.
They're like 3 meter long, like.
They're
giant-
3 meters.
Some of them, like the king browns. A king brown is like
A king brown, and that'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah. They both, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sea crocodiles that'll kill you in a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I also found this out today. You can't harm crocs in Australia.
No.
There's a fine if you hurt a crocodile in Australia, or if you like hunt it or hurt it or just pet it, you get a fine. The sea crocs,
Saltwater.
saltwater crocs, that'll kill you in a moment's notice. You got the sharks off the coast, shore. You got the brown king brown snakes that'll kill you in I think 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, but yeah, it depends on your size and your
Yeah.
health, but yeah.
Yeah, the taipan. I don't know if that's in your country or not.
Yeah, but I think we might have some taipans out at home, but mainly the mulgars and
The which one?
The mulgar snake and the red belly blacks. Yeah,
The red bellyback will kill you.
Yeah, they're pretty scary as well.
Okay, and then
They're all scary,
and the
let's be
redback
honest.
spider.
And redback spider.
The
yeah.
redback spider will kill you in
Yeah.
about a day,
Yeah,
depending on
and
size.
then- Again, yeah, that
Yeah.
depends. Or make you extremely sick. You'll be
Yeah.
hospitalized.
Jellyfish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the jellyfish will kill you. That's right.
Sea
Jellyfish
creatures.
are pretty.
The jellyfish will kill you pretty easily. Yeah, I forgot about those guys. Yeah, like no, I'm good. I don't need to go. I'm good. And then you have what she's about to show us is this huntsman that is the freakiest, ugliest looking spider there is.
Oh, come on now. They're all fuzzy and furry. They're kind of cute. You can pat them.
Where you grew up, huntsmen are like known to be just chilling in your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You too? What?
It's like a pretty standard normal thing.
But the huntsman's awesome because like they're super territorial. So if you have one, you know that there isn't going to be any others, and they eat all the smaller spiders, flies, mosquitoes, and obviously in homesteads and houses where the doors are open all the time, there's so many bugs and insects coming in and out. So.
Now, when I met today, I asked her about all this stuff because I wanted to know because I'm fascinated by it. And she kept on saying the huntsman is on the roof, and I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. It's up on the roof, no big deal. No, it's on the freaking ceiling inside.
Oh yeah, inside the roof. Sorry, my bad. But like up, they don't really come down. So like he'll just stay up on the ceiling. Sometimes he might come down the wall slightly, but they like to stay up high. So it's never really within reach.
She told me some crazy stories of like some of your friends that like a huntsman fell down on your mom, I think once.
Oh yeah, walking through the door frame.
Yeah.
It must have been sitting in the gap, and as Mum opened the door, it fell, and she has as much hair. Oh, actually more than me, and just that's a vivid childhood memory is my mum screaming and the spider all in her, just shake him out, and off he scurried.
Off he scurried. No, I'm not even. Like the snakes is not bothering me, but the spiders. No, not happening.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is the huntsman, everyone.
Can you see him?
Oh my god.
Isn't he cute?
That's your hand?
Yeah, that's my hand. See, he's not even a massive one. But you look at some of the other ones, and it's just like.
Is that a picture online? You just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that one's like, you see how he's so much fatter? See, Henry's not that fat. 10 minutes later, we drove around the corner, and there's this snake crossing. You probably can't see that. See him? He's almost taking up one side to like the middle line of the.
What kind of snake is that? Can you tell?
Yeah, that's a python.
That's just a python?
Yeah, he's friendly.
I shouldn't say just, but pythons are actually they're
but if he's stretched out, he's literally going from the side of the road to the center line.
8-9 feet long.
He's a decent size.
Well, I'm gonna leave these two. Thank you for all the kind words of wisdom.
You're welcome.
And keeping us all about Australia.
Guys. Always tap your boots.
Always tap your boots. That's right. The scorpions can kill you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.